MACD, one of the more popular technical indicator used by many traders and investors. In other words, it's also known as Moving Average Convergence Divergence. It essentially helps traders to analyze the price trend and also the potential sell or buy signal. MACD also helps traders to understand four important components in a stock price itself. That is the changes in strength, direction, momentum, and duration of a trend in the stock's price. It consists of two main components. Number one is the MACD line and number two is the signal line. And the signal line is typically a 9 days moving average, which acts as a trigger for a buy or sell signal. So as you can see from this graph, when the MACD line, indicated by the blue line, and crosses the signal line and goes below the red color signal line, it will indicate a sell signal. And the opposite is true. When the MACD line crosses the signal lines and go above it, it will indicate a buy signal. So this is how MACD is being used by many traders when it comes to technical analysis. So next portion, I would like to show you how you can use this MACD line to create a pine script, and also how you can use a pine script to do a strategy testing whether or not this strategy is working for each of the stocks itself or whichever stocks that you're looking at. So you can see from my graph here, this is trading view. You can hop over. When you're logged into trading view, this is what you will be seeing depending on which stock price you're following. So right now I'm looking at the actual stock price. So when I talk about the pine editor, you will have to come up with the pine script itself, which ChatGPT will be able to do it for you. So I asked ChatGPT to help me create a pine script for MACD and a combination with RSI as well. So if you are not sure what is RSI, please hop on to my previous video that I have shared about what RSI is about and how it's being calculated, how you can use RSI to do pine script and strategy testing as well. So for this strategy, I actually combined two of the technical indicator, which is RSI and MACD. So let's check out the result. Once I'm in TradingView, I put it into Pine Editor and edit update on chart. After that, I go to my strategy tester and I can see that right now, as for the net profit is about 25.38%. Percent profitable is about 66. More than half of the trade is actually profitable, which is great. So one thing to take note is that, however, because the sample size is relatively small, because this 66% actually comes from out of these 3 trades that's being closed, 2 out of 3 of these stocks is profitable. So that is how this percent profitable come about. And of course, in terms of the profit factor, all the 2 winning trades actually produce a significantly high profit itself. That is why the profit factor is actually standing at 3.6. So anything above, if you refer to my previous video, anything above 1% or like above 2% or sometimes 3%, right, is a pretty good strategy as well. And of course, not to forget, you will have to look at the maximum drawdown as well. So this is standing at about 19.36%. So as mentioned previously in my previous video as well, you can also change into different time frame to see if the strategy is still working under a different time frame. Let's try 30 minutes. So 30 minutes also shows a result as well. And in fact, the net profit percentage is high as well. And the total number of closed trades increased. So just in case you are wondering, what does this time frame referring to? It indicates each of the candlesticks stands for 30 minutes apart. So if let's say you change this to 1 hour, so each candle stands for 1 hour. So this is very straightforward. So you can just go and test it out yourself. And of course, always remember to verify the list of trades as well, because some of the trades will actually go back into 1990s, etc. But of course, all of this data that is being recorded in the trading view is a very good data point for you to further validate whether the strategy that you're using your technical indicator on is actually working or not. So have fun trying out the Pine Editor and the strategy tester. And of course, this does not just apply to one single stock itself. You can always use the same strategy, apply it to different stocks to see how the performance goes. So let's see Tesla, how is it go? And of course, these numbers sometimes may seem a little bit too far off. So make sure you really go back to the list of trades to see when is the trade that's being placed and etc. Okay, so usually when you encounter errors like this, like there's no profit factor, right, means that there's something wrong with the pine script itself. So don't worry, always go back to ChatGPT and ask it to rewrite for you. Okay, so I hope this helps. If you would like to see more of such content, do give us a like in this video and of course subscribe to our channel. So see you around.